So this is an article highlighting how Hope Hicks and then an Ivanka aide by the last name of Radford, Julie Radford, how they were really upset and they were texting each other back and forth during January 6th insurrection. And so basically you have Hicks saying like, I'm done. Like, you get how screwed they all are now. They know in one day, talking about Trump, he ended every future opportunity that doesn't include speaking engagements at the local Proud Boys chapter. All of us that didn't have jobs lined up will be perpetually unemployed. I'm so mad and upset. We all look like domestic terrorists now. So a few thoughts with that. Why is someone working for Trump in the first place? Perhaps they thought they could make a positive difference, but some of the people undoubtedly are opportunists that think that they're going to be able to climb some kind of political ladder by working in the Trump administration. And so this idea that they're super upset because it's going to be harder for them to get jobs, they had plenty of opportunity to step down, to resign during other controversial actions by Trump. Radford texting that she'd been crying for an hour. And so, again, just that idea that if you're going to work for a controversial boss, then this is the type of thing that's going to be expected. They could have looked elsewhere for work, or before that, they could have stepped down before that. But if they did their research, if they did their due diligence on Trump, they would have seen that he was someone who basically scammed contractors. He wouldn't pay contractors the full amount, and then he would say, like, good luck going after me in court. If they would have done their due diligence, they would have looked at Trump University. They would have seen that he was a sketchy individual. So in terms of feeling bad for them, like, I don't. There are a lot of other jobs that are ethical, that contribute to society. Teachers, nurses, truck drivers, mailmen, delivery drivers, all of those people, I would make the case, do a lot to contribute to society and are not empowering and carrying water for a sketchy individual like Donald Trump. So understand with Hope Hicks, she had at one point been, so she worked for Trump initially, and she was on the press secretary. She was working for presidential transition team. She did resign in March 2018, and she went and worked for Fox, which is also super sketchy organization. But then she returned to the White House as a counselor to President Trump in March of 2020. So she left and then she came back. So I'm not really sure how she can be so upset with that. Let me show you just a few things in addition with Hope Hicks. This is just from her Wikipedia page. So it's highlighting her family. It's saying her father was regional CEO Americas. So he was this big executive with a public relations company, executive vice president of communications for the NFL from 2010 to 2015. Family had a history in government administration. Mother was administrative aide to Edie Jones. So she came from an elite family. So I can tell you, you don't need to feel too bad for her. She's going to be just fine with all the connections that she has. She grew up in privilege and she'll continue to live a life of privilege.